Hey, I want to welcome you to today's devotion, and we're going to be talking about the spirit of counsel and power that came upon Jesus, and that same spirit who comes to dwell in us will give you the same counsel and the same power. So let's go right now to that devotion. The other day I shared with you a prophecy from Isaiah that talked about Jesus and how the Spirit of the Lord would be upon him, and there would be the wisdom and the understanding that he would have. But there's another thing that it says. It says that there would be a spirit of counsel and power that would be upon him. And it's amazing. Jesus did miracles. Jesus did extraordinary things because the Spirit of the Lord was upon him. But you know, the Spirit of the Lord who came upon Jesus, Jesus promised that Holy Spirit that when we believe on Him, that He would come to live within us. And He gives us that same power. He gives us that same counsel, the ability to share with others and minister to others, and that power to do it. There was a young man many years ago that I met that made a great impact on my life. His name was Jerry. You see, I was interim pastor of a small church and rural church, and there was a deacon in that church who loved the Lord, and he loved children, and he took Jerry in. Jerry's parents had forsaken him. He took him in and he began to raise him, and Jerry came to church and he gave his heart to Jesus. And oh, I tell you, Jerry was so on fire for God because he found the love of the Father. He found a Father who loved him, and he wanted to share. And yet, you see, Jerry had some issues, and that issue was stuttering, a lot of insecurity, and he stuttered. But do you know what happened? When Christ came into Jerry's life, oh, there was a spirit of counsel. He wanted to share with his friends. He wanted to counsel them. He wanted them to know the love that he had found in Jesus Christ. But there was also a spirit of power that was within him through the Holy Spirit living on the inside of Jerry. And Jerry would try to talk to his friends, and he would stutter, and it was very difficult for him. But do you know what happened? Jerry led many of his friends to Christ. I baptized more people that Jerry led to Christ than any other person in that church. Why? Because the spirit of counsel and the spirit of power was inside of Jerry. He had a new power. He had a new love and care and concern for people. When you give your life to Christ and you follow Him and you allow the Spirit of God to take control of your life, there will be that spirit of power and counsel to share Christ with others. So today, allow that Spirit who's living in you to take complete control of your life, and He will give you the power to share Christ with others.